Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 161 of EA Vanheim. And let's see. So I missed a couple of things. So last turn we destroyed a couple of key forts. Maybe I brought it up in the episode before that, but now we've cast 3 red seconds in each of them. So we have our new citadels. We did do our earth attack, so let's go ahead and check that out. We did 1 infernal disease and 1 earth attack to try and kill this guy. Probably an expensive way, 5 earth gems and 5 blood slaves to kill a basic mage. But just trying to control my region. So, alright. Let's see. So the fluffer is dead. Did not find anyone to kill. Transmute fire converted 105 gems into 6,825 gold. Seeking arrow. Alright, and this is the big news this turn. So Thetis' blessing finally got dispelled. And of course, it was the turn where I cloud trapezed a bunch of Jarls into the ocean. So I finally got punished for being a little sloppy. So we lost a bunch of stuff. I counted it up. It was a number of like S1 and S1, like a number of sages, shamans, scouts, and about 20 thugs. So a lot of gear got lost here, but I tallied it up. It was about 6, including the 3 assassins, which is unfortunate. So we lost about 600 gems and about 150 blood slaves between all these different troops, based on what I counted. And I think that worked out to about 3 turns worth of production. So definitely a pretty hefty setback, and I lost a lot of my like thug core, and it's going to take me a while to kind of, it won't take me too long to rehire them, but it will take me a while to re-gear them. So that's unfortunate. But again, that's my own fault. I mean, the global's been up for like 50, 60 turns, so I've gotten far more use out of it than I ever had any right. So yeah, can't be too upset, and it's all my own fault. So always easier to be mad at yourself than someone else. All right. And then we did, so with all the thugs being dead, that should make our fight with the Queens of Elemental Water a lot easier. So let's go ahead and check that out. Also, I forgot Phantasmal Attack is a neutral attack and not a allied attack. So hence that. Alright, so we've got these ghosts, we've got our Charm Golem, and we've got this guy with a Shade Veil. So let's go ahead and see how we do. We go ahead and throw up their buffs. Breath of Winter, Water Shield. Resisted. Ghosts with that Life Drain attack, Armor Piercing. So they can do chip damage, I guess, against 13 protection. They're never going to outdo the regen. Of course, all the Vanheers drowned as well. I did not tally up the amount of gold lost, but it would roughly correspond to a certain number of Vanheers, like probably the ones in this province. I think I lost a lot of siege shaft, like thralls, which don't matter. And I lost a number of... Yeah, so just the Vanheers and the thugs. So I think the gold cost was fairly low. So what happened here is the Queen of the Lake got charmed. And then, let's see, where did it happen? Alright, so she gets charmed here by the friendship hat. And then she immediately starts slapping her compatriot. So 14, 4, 4. And then 11. Bumped up to 23. Bumped up to 14. So I guess it was just enough. We can rewatch this one. It is probably the coolest thing happening this turn. So let's see. I did distract myself. So we can see the regen outpacing it. Well, the damage is really starting to stack up now. Alright, 36. But she does regen 90. Or 90%, I mean. So yeah, she's still running about full, which is 46. Luke gets charmed. Starts trying to route. And just takes too much damage, it looks like. What we can do is see what killed her. Because one of those numbers looked kind of big. No, just a lot of small things. So, killed by the other queen. So, what was that? 37 points of damage in one turn? Almost enough to kill her, so the chip damage from the ghosts was enough to push it over the edge. Alright. Again, this is a fairly cool item because it gets 3 attacks, and it has pretty good stat buffs, and it also casts friendly currents. So, pretty good two-hander, underwater at least. And then we have 3 battles, so we storm 2 forts, and we also have... Oh, alright, so this is something I learned. And Sai confirmed it in the questions thread where I asked, is when you charm someone, if they still have movement orders, they will attempt to complete those movement orders. So this queen was moving over to this fort, but now that she's mine, that means she's going to try and put the fort under siege. So we get friendly currents, and just a little bit of PD. No problems for her. And then 2 stormings. We can watch this one. So we have 2 thugged out, but dumb tarts. And then we have Death Tongue the Lich, and a bunch of corpse constructs. Against some flame jellies and some regular Atlanteans. And the horror harmonica golem, who always loves to show up to my battles. We're trying to paralyze / mind burn because the... Oh, we are S3. Could be soul slaying. Oh, is soul slaying? Yeah. Gets some of the paralyzes off. Ring of Regen helping a lot on this one. The other one didn't have that. Number of Soul Slays coming out. Dangerous place to be for an Immortal. We did bring the Amulet of Anti-Magic to get that MR up to 21, though. And notably, this guy doesn't have any pen gear on him because he's a horror harmonica golem. So these rolls are not having the easiest time. Yeah, fairly unlikely. Could still happen, though. Terror spam. And down to 8 morale. Okay, those guys are out. One v one mage duel. Okay, they send him home. Witches clearly don't like 1v1s. Alright. So, let's see. So in this one, we lose the majority of our corpse constructs, which is fine. We lose the 2 tarts, which sucks. Oh, I forgot to pull the gear off this lich. Okay, that's good to know. And we killed the Coral Commander, sent the Golem home, and killed some Flame Jellies and Warriors of the Deep. And we captured the fortress, so that's good. And in Baptizer, as a result, there's no one really home to answer. This particular Atlantis player seems less inclined to risk globals to send the Kraken out, and I'm pretty sure the Kraken is the one that has Nexus up, and probably Strands. So, let's see, what's that, F? Oh my gosh, why does it do that? Just like pops open a menu whenever I click one of these. Alright. Some liquefy spam coming out. Really good spell. Save or die, and if you save, you're crippled. So, pretty good against thugs, too. Alright. So we take that one, kill the stuff that's inside, and just lose a few trolls. Got a couple of events, got some gold, lost some population. One of our 20 thugs does come back as a white mage. Alright. So, what are we up to this turn? We're already back to casting Wish again. So this time we're going to, instead of wishing for a hero that can get wished away or super easily killed, like wished away and killed after a huge investment, like the Telkine. Oh, the Telkine is amazing. I don't want to rely on it for getting my Pretender back online, though. So I've changed my mind on the Telkine, and I'm going to go with a Spinta of the Waters, which is a healer 3, which is really nice. And I believe it comes with about 40-ish HP, so it should be fairly resistant to remote attacks, like Flames from the Sky. And hopefully we can use that to get our Pretender back online, although he is a white mage, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to heal that. I know with yeah, might not work. Specifically because it's Fuel Mind, I might have to like kill this guy off and like see if I can get him back that way. But I always forget about little, well, in this case it's a big thing, but little things like that. So this guy's undead, so it would have been better if I'd try to do something like that with a more normal chassis. Luckily, we don't need our god for much right now, so it's fine. And just having a healer 3 will be nice for if we have nice units that get super afflicted, we can just bring them home and heal them up. Alright, so the big things we're doing this turn, we're bringing these troops back, because this is Yomi's cap circle, so we don't want to stay here. And then we want to bring the queen home. And then we're going to go ahead and raid here. There is a... No, there's nothing here yet. So I think we'll be okay to go sit on this. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to keep moving towards this fort. We're going to rotate around and put this one under siege. And I think the big thing this turn is we've hired this Mason, and we've empowered him in death, and we've twice borned him, so we can steal the Merc, or we're casting twice born this turn. So we'll be able to keep Helmet, and he can wander around upgrading our forts, which will be nice. And then the other thing we're doing is we're forging a bunch of new gear and a bunch of water breathing gear so that we can keep the pressure up on Atlantis. And then we've moved these guys home, so pretty fun that they kind of cured their feeble mind this way by converting them, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, I think that mostly just kind of recoiling a little bit from all the Lost Thugs. So we're rehiring a bunch of them. It's good that we got this big influx of money this turn. So we're able to hire a lot of new mages, hire some more sacreds. We're producing mages out of every fort that has a lab and a temple. We have lost a few temples, either from events or tarts going crazy. So I think we're rebuilding one of them. Oh, and because my global got knocked down, I'm going to try and put up a min cast of Galegate. So that should be exciting. Just to see if I can go first and fill the slot, and then another global would bounce on something else potentially. Because we were talking about it, we're trying not to give them too many more pearls as a group. I'm still spending these three like crazy though, and this one, and most of my income, fire income. So I'm still spending a lot of gems, but at least he doesn't get anything for the pearls. So he probably gets about 30 pearls a turn from me, from Exus, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, probably about 30. So, and yeah, I think that's most of it. So I will go ahead and see you in the next one in turn 162. Have a good one.